Please join me now in welcoming Mr. Arturo Cheech Raygoza.
Good afternoon, everyone. Please excuse me, I'm a little nervous. My audience is usually gang members and recovering addicts. You guys are a little more hard. All right, so I would love to tell you the story about Cheech, but I'm under time constraints, so I'm going to tell you a little story about me. My name is Arturo Cheech Raygoza. I'm a sociology major at UC Berkeley. Yes, UC Berkeley. Yeah. In case you haven't noticed, I'm not your typical undergraduate student. I'm a father of 2 biological children, 3 stepchildren, and 2 amazing grandchildren. I come from a dysfunctional family, a single mother who raised me the best she can. My father, a Mexican immigrant, left when I was 6 months old. I was always told I would be just like my dad, worthless and never amount to nothing. We lived in extreme poverty. My mom always working. The love and attention that I craved at home wasn't there. I did, however, find it with the homies. The gang lifestyle was introduced to me. I grew up on the west side of Santa Maria. Excuse me. In 2014, I was released from prison after serving 13 years in and out. It became a revolving door for me. It became a comfort zone for me. Because of AB 109, I was released from the county jail in 2014 with no probation or no parole. This was for the first time since 1983, I would be out without any supervision. This might be a blessing to some, but a curse to others. I was always raised with some type of supervision, right? I needed that guidance. I needed somebody telling me what to do next. I needed somebody to keep me accountable, and now I didn't have that. So 2016 comes around. This is the longest I've ever been out of prison, right? For 2 years, I'm out. And all I was doing was illegal activity. I was selling drugs, getting into trouble. And I couldn't understand why I hadn't went back to prison, right? And so the first thing that came into my head, because I'm under the influence, right, is that I'm under FBI indictment, that I'm being watched by the feds. And when you're on methamphetamines, that's not something to think about, because now I'm paranoid, thinking everybody's a cop, everybody's in back of me. And it got to the point where 90% of me wanted to go back to prison. I didn't like it out here in society. 10% of me wanted something different. I have no idea where Allen Hancock College came into effect, but I knew that they used to have a track I used to walk as a youngster, right? And now it came the other way, because now they built a $14 million automotive dollar program there. And I go, I'm a mechanic, right? I could listen to a car and say, oh yeah, that thing back there, but not know the terminology. So I went to Allen Hancock College and I enrolled. It was one of the best decisions I've ever made in my life. So my first day of class was my teacher's first day of teaching, Miss Lynn Becerra Valencia. This superwoman changed my life. Excuse me, I get a little emotional when I speak about her, right? So she showed a video. This is my first day of class, right? And I'm still under the influence. And she showed a video of her journey, right? And she had got her bachelor's in Chicano and Chicano histories at UCSB. And in my eyes, I seen little hearts. and said, yes, my people, somebody that's going to understand me. So she said, I want the whole class to come up and tell your story. Why are you here? Whoa. I can't speak in front of people, right? So I'm under the influence, and I'm thinking if I go first, by the time the last person goes, they're going to forget all about me. So I looked at the clock, went up there, talked, and went and sat down. Ms. Valencia comes up to me after class. She goes, thank you, Cheech, for going first. What are you doing after class? I told her, I'm going to go get high. I don't belong here. She goes, yes, you do. I go, this isn't for me. I go, like, I'm the oldest one in the classroom. Like, you know, I have tattoos everywhere. Nobody wants to sit next to me. She goes, have you heard of EOPS? Have you heard about the Learning Assistant Program? I go, this is my first day on campus. She goes, this is my first day too. Walk with me. She literally walked me to every resource on Hancock's campus, said, here, Cheech, fill this out. Here, Cheech, fill this out. If she wouldn't have did that, I would have quit. Thank you. So my next question to her was, where are the people like me at? Where are the parolees at? Where are the people on probation or parole? She said, I don't know, let me find out. That easy, right? And confidentiality, she couldn't, but she knew this man who was formerly incarcerated, had graduated Hancock, and was now working for parole, Mr. Leonard Flippin. May he rest in peace. He just recently died. But he got five of us together, and three of these students I knew from prison. I didn't even know they went to Hancock. And the dean of students, Miss Yvonne Teniente, another woman who's impacted my life, said, Cheech, if you have a second meeting, I'll give you $100 and you can start a club. All I heard was $100. I said, let's do this. So the Beyond Incarceration Greater Education Club was born, Biggie, as I called it. So what Biggie does is we help and guide and enroll formerly incarcerated students into their journey into college. Since I've been to college, I haven't been back to prison, so something's working. Biggie is now recognized in the court system with parole, with probation, all in a good way, right? I just recently went into the North County Jail and without handcuffs for the first time in my life. And I got to speak with these inmates, right? And a lot of them have come to Hancock after released and they're enrolling. So in 2018, I'm waiting for my grades to come back, and if I passed, I'd be a certified mechanic, right? So I open up my portal, and the first thing that comes up is Dean's List. The first thing I said is, oh shit, I'm in trouble. Excuse my language, but I had no idea what Dean's List meant. Thank God for Google. I Googled it. And I said, whoa, they're going to recognize me for my grades? Wow. And I was under the influence. So my beautiful fiance right here, Griselda, gives me the ultimatum. Get right or get left. The drugs or me. So August 2nd, 2018, I put myself in detox. August 3rd, 2018 is my clean day. So after sharing my story with my EOPS counselor, Ms. Michelle Machado, another woman who's impacted my life, she tells me, Cheech, why don't you just stay for your degree? I said, what's a degree? I had no clue. She was like, oh, Cheech. She goes, that's the difference of your application being on top of the pile or being on the bottom of the pile. So I took all my general ed classes. In 2020, I graduated with 3 AS degrees in automotive technology. Crazy thing is, one of my general ed classes I had to take was a class called sociology. I said, whoa, this class talked to me. Sociology, the study of society, I grew up in this society's boo-boo. I graduated with 3 AS degrees in automotive technology. I switched my majors to sociology with transfer. And this last May, I just graduated again on stage with 2 more certificates for transfer to UC Berkeley. So the journey to Berkeley wasn't easy, right? I got accepted into UCSB, UCLA, UC Santa Cruz, and UC Berkeley. Now I had to decide what university to go to, right? How am I going to pay for this? Where am I going to live? So these are the obstacles I faced, right? And if it wasn't for the fund, the Scholarship Foundation, right, helping me out with being awarded this scholarship, right? Being awarded this scholarship has eased my transition to Berkeley. It has made it easier. I didn't have to go out and get a job right away, right? I wasn't prepared for Berkeley, and now I realize it's a lot of hard work. And you know, I'm here to change the odds. The foundation has given me breathing room, and it's given me time to study, to do research, right? So one of my research question I'm working on right now is, how do institutions of punishment, jails, juvenile halls, boys camps, prisons, affect access to education, right? Education's free. Since I've been to college, I haven't been back to prison. Something's working. How come everybody isn't getting educated? Why is prison dictating who gets educated? Labeling us gang members, labeling us a bad person with bad behavior so you can't mingle, you can't go to class. Labeling is like, we're just bad people. We're not bad people. We just made bad choices. My plan is to eventually earn a PhD. Dr. Cheech sounds pretty good. I want to give back to the community I once helped destroy. I want to go into juvenile halls and either teach or counsel the youth. All most of us ever need is someone to believe in us. Someone to believe in us like Ms. Lynn Becerra Valencia believed in me, Ms. Machado believed in me, even Dr. Walters believed in me. Thank you, Dr. Walters. There are a couple quotes I want to leave you with here today. First, tell me and I forget. Teach me and I remember. Involve me and I will learn. Second, if you stop giving someone a second chance, they stop having one. Because of your guys' generous donations, I've been given a second chance. Once again, thank you.